That's not a knife. That's a knife. Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to talk about the two Heretic knives that I have. Both of these knives are exclusives for Blade Runner Outpost down in Tennessee. They were made for him, for his shop. No one else can have these other than, I guess nobody else could get these from Heretic except for him. So they were his special exclusive. The first one that I have here, off to the left, is this white one. It's got the older box style. Is a Heretic Mini Pariah, and it is a glow-in-the-dark black tanto blade, glow-in-the-dark handle. There we go. And as you see here, Blade Runner Outpost exclusive. So, like I said, nobody else but him could have had these straight from Heretic. Now that they're all sold and they're out on the market. You know, I've bought my Heretic Mini Pariah secondhand. And then over here on the right, we have the Heretic Medusa. Also Blade Runner Outpost exclusive. It is the Medusa Manual, Tanto DLC with the awesome 80s or the 80s carbon fiber. And so for this one, we have Anthony Marfione's signature. I guess during the event that these were released at, he went around signing absolutely everything. So let's open this guy up here. It's got a really nice presentation. Take that bag out. So it's got a really nice presentation. I love these new boxes that they have. So this Heretic here sucks into the box, and as you open it, it says the Heretic name there. So this other one is just a basic cardboard box that has place for the knife to set. But you didn't come here to look cardboard boxes. So let's take a look at this glow-in-the-dark Pariah Mini, or Mini Pariah. We're going to look here. Mini Pariah 9 of 2024 with a serial number of 177. These are in Magna Cut. Tanto, black Tanto blade. It is a right or left hand carry. Only right-handed button lock though, so I guess you could just use your finger if you're left-handed. I'm not very good at left-handed carrying. This one has the Blade Runner Outpost Snuggle Bear engraved in it. Like I said, I bought this one secondhand. It was almost brand new when I bought it, but I like it. I'm not really too big of a Tanto fan, but I'm really glad I got a hold of this. We'll go over the glow-in-the-dark feature here in just a little bit. Since it is a whitish handle and a black blade, I found a Stormtrooper bead. So half Stormtrooper with it kind of getting blowed up. And then the little breakout section there is of a skull that was underneath with the little black lanyard tail. The next one here is a Heretic Medusa. This one is I'm not very good at these. It's a frame lock, so let's start with there. It's a frame lock. So with my hands, I can't get my fingers back far enough to use the flipper tab and not stop the blade from moving. So let's try this again. Yep, see, it just doesn't work. There we go. So we'll go get a close up here. Medusa V3, serial number 7, 12 of 2024. Again, this is in Magna Cut. And was this one the DLC? Yeah. So it's a DLC dual edge. So it does have a little tanto point here. So both of these are tanto blades. And it has aluminum back scales. And I believe an aluminum pocket clip with the ball bearing pressure point there. And so I picked a purple and green and black lanyard to go with this, and you'll see why here in just a little bit. This one here, I was lucky enough to enter onto a giveaway. Oh, there we go. I can just thumbhole flick that one. Let's see. Yeah, way better than the flipper tab. Really good size, fits in my hand. But this one here, I was lucky enough to get entered into a buyer's giveaway. I bought a Wicked Industries candle. I think price value was like 20 bucks. And I ended up winning the Medusa, which was, price on these was $4.95. So I think I did fairly good for a candle. But, and I believe, I forgot to say the price on this one, it was $195, just under 200 bucks. So for the glow in the dark resin scales there. So let's, back to the Medusa here. Whenever I won this, I figured I wanted to find something to put it in. So I've got a couple things here. I've got a little 80s camo hank. So it fits well inside that, or with that hank. I bought the same manufacturer's little knife carrying pouch. So when it's not in the box, it goes in here. And then I found this guy. So this guy is both 80s camo and the Snuggle Bear. I don't think Snuggle Bear was, Snuggle Bear wasn't on the back of this one. Snuggle Bear was on the back of this guy. So there's your Snuggle Bear. So that is their, I guess their part of their brand is the Snuggle Bear. So I found this guy. It has two little Snuggle Bears up top and one on the main. So I think this one here, seeing how it's a Blade Runner Outpost, and this is the Blade Runner Outpost pouch. So I snagged this little case up. So this Medusa stays inside this pouch for protection. So now for some cool stuff. I have my Arcfeld Pro flashlight here. I'm going to kill the lights. Sorry if the quality goes down, but I'm going to kill the lights and show these guys off here. I guess I'm just going to kill half the lights. So with it being glow in the dark, as you can see, it's glowing. So it does a pretty good job. For some reason, it doesn't last a long time, but it lasts long enough to be pretty cool. So yeah, that was cool. Now for the really cool thing. The 80s camo is super fluorescent with the UV light. And as you can tell with this lanyard, see how fluorescent that green is? That's why I picked that color. It just ties together so well. It looks cool. And then if we look at the side of the scale here, you can see all the different layers of this knife. It's just absolutely cool. So happy and so blessed that I got to win this knife in that giveaway. Back on with the lights. But yeah, those are my two Heretic knives. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. Keep yourself healthy. And God bless.